All right, guys, welcome back. So, pack one, pick one. IC manipulator. That's a slam dunk. So, if it wasn't for IC, Cloud Reader Sphinx, then maybe like a Kazroth in that order. Then Grow from the Ashes for sure. And Memorial. With Skimward somewhere in there. All right, let's just take an IC manipulator. Very happy with that. All right, so now Vicious Offering is the correct pick, I think. Something like Black Blue is a historic Matters deck where you could do some things with artifacts. So yeah, happy to take historic. You know, I saw somebody first pick this as a pro player. I should know the name. Yeah, Ben Stark is the guy I'm thinking of. So his videos are actually some of the best that I've seen. So I'm happy. I'll speculate on a Sport Crown ballot. All right, so in this pack, I kind of wish I didn't pick Sport Crown because there's nothing in here. Well, I shouldn't say that. What I'm saying is I wish I had taken like a Weight of Memory or even a Pegasus Courser. It's okay. Cloud Reader Sphinx is great. It goes in. This is actually like a splashable card, so happy taking it. Yep. Okay, so now Aven Sentry. And I'm looking to be like blue-white flyers, potentially. Or even blue-black. I mean, or even, sorry, white-black, historic. We can go lots of directions, but I'm happy taking an Aven Sentry. It's a fourth color card, but it's not a big deal because we're still consolidating and there's no pressure to commit to any single given color right now. It's best to just stay open. I mean, with the exception of Sport Crown Ballad, and even Sport Crown Ballad, at the end of the day, it's like still a 2 for 2/2. And if you're playing green, you're going to end up having some random Sapperlink synergies. It's very hard to have. I mean, you're going to get something in green that can make Sapperlings or whatever. So now, Edward Will's a good card. Cabal Paladin I really like. Cabal, I mean, yeah, I think I'd rather take a black card. I'd rather be like black green Sapperlings than base color white. Given what we have. Oh, blink of an eye as well, huh? Blink of an eye is very good, and removal is important in this format because there's a lot of random token creatures you need to deal with. For example, Rite of Belzenlock, I think, makes a 5/6/6 flying demon. There's that stupid card, Chainer's Torment. I mean, Blink of an Eye can trade very effectively. That is one of the latest weights of memory I've ever seen. I think we're definitely in the blue now. If that's not a signal, I don't know what is. So slamming that. So what's our second color? With a weight of memory, I'd rather just like further settle into blue. This guy goes better in control decks, and our deck is looking more like a control deck right now. So happy to take it. Sometimes you really need to cast weight of memory on turn 4, and this lets you do that. So this is a good card. It doesn't really go well into the blue-white deck, though. These other cards I don't care about. I mean, Artificer's Assistant is whatever. I'm like, Sergeant at Arms just seems like a more reasonable pick in that spot. I mean, sometimes you need a Broken Bond so bad you're willing to splash one, but I think I'm just better off taking a Wizard here and continuing to cut blue. Charge is only good for like green, white, go wide, or Saprolings. Oh, whatever, I'll take it. I play Charge more often than I play Zalfair and Void because usually I don't want to really hurt I really want to avoid hurting my mana base. Yeah, and Zalfair and Void does come with a cost. Like Zalfair and Void is the best. Oh, hello. Zalfair and Void is the best if you're like heavily one color. It's ideal if you're like a mono color deck, but that happens quite rarely. But yeah, here it's like I'm not even seeing the other cards right now. This is so much fun to play with. Cloud Eater. You get to scry 2 every turn. That's ridiculous. Even something like a Sport Crown Ballad, you're making it's making all the other ones bigger. What I really want to do with this card is put it on the Fire Fist Adept when I already have like 5 cloned Tolarian Scholars, and just have some fun with that. Wow, Wizard's Lightning. All right. Do we see any red? Let's rewind a little bit here. Is there a chance we can go red? I was not seeing any red being passed. Well, okay, Fire Fist out of, but it's unlikely that he's coming back. I mean, the correct pick, I think, is Wizard's Lightning. But then that puts us into all 5 colors. That's a bit of a problem. Still think we take it. Let's just see what happens. And now we get a Goblin Barrage. All right, we really need to settle in on what we're doing right now. There's a lot of good white cards in this pack. Pegasus Courser, I think, is very strong. But no, I think we take Goblin Barrage and we just kind of speculate. We're gonna need ways to splash, of course. Yeah, and now we're getting a Chronicler. So the only thing that allowed us to do this is the fact that we immediately we just start speculating on completely different direction than where we were going, in part because we have two bomb artifact cards, which give you that flexibility because they make you less color committed at any given point in your draft, so that you're more willing to take extreme risks like that. And that was very risky what we did there, because we literally have now a card of every color, which is something you want to avoid. That's really never something that should happen. All right, I think here, Sorcerer's Wand, by the way, I think it's something reasonable, but I don't want to take it here. I'd rather just have removal with Candle, and I think you can wheel, and then we get Atraxis. So how much historic do we have? 1, 2. I'm still going to take it here. I don't see, I mean, this guy I don't care about. We're going to need Navigator's Compasses because our deck is a mess, but I'm not passing Atraxis. If we can get some Voltaic Servants, like 1 or 2, then this guy becomes a win con by itself. So if our deck is looking something like this, we only have 13 playables. That's a bit of a problem. And by the way, Curator's Ward on Helm of the Host is not the worst of ideas. So I think okay. Obviously, Tricksters are good in a Wizard theme deck, like Wizard's Lightning becomes better. This guy's better in case we get a Legendary Sorcery. We passed one with Yawgmoth's Wrath a few packs back. But this card is historic, and it works with, it untaps Traxxas. I think it's just strong enough to where we have to take it. Wow, that's a late jab, Allard. I guess I'll take her, right? I mean, there's nothing else. Like, she's not like the worst in a deck like this. But that's so random how, like, we take a last minute chance and go red, and then we start getting late red planeswalkers. So I really am upset because we definitely gave up some good picks when we were selecting these cards. Trying to see how, well, whatever. I'm not going to play this, but I've seen it work. I've seen decks where this was just fine. So run amok, I guess. We have 6 creatures. That's a bit of a problem. We're going to need more. Yeah, Guardians works with Traxxas, so I'm going to take that. Sure, Wonder. All right. So we're not going to be short on playables. That's good. I mean, this pack is going to tell us if we just got, greedy and stupid, or whether we picked up on a single signal correctly. And we'll get rewarded right now. All right, so we opened the Fire Fist Adept and a Journey Mage. I think we have to take the Fire Fist Adept because I did say in the beginning of this draft, and I swear I'm not like recording this in reverse. I wish there was a way to prove that. Yeah, Forebear's Blade is good. It's really good. It's colorless, but this is the type of synergy effect that our deck needs. Oh god, we get a Varix. All right, so yeah, like this is a removal spell, whereas the sword, you need to be aggressive in order to use it effectively. And our deck is not necessarily trying to be aggressive with icy manipulators and weights of memory and everything, But Varix, that is just unbelievable. And that's an example of an unexpected payoff from being, you know, from having the discipline to take. Okay, well, you don't need much discipline to take IC Manipulator and Host, right? Um, but again, just the value of having artifacts. It's not that it lets you stay open. It lets you stay open very like later than you would think. You need to think of it that way. So now we're just getting gifts. All right, we're not doing curator's word. It is. I mean, it can be just an absolute win con if you put it on Helm of the Host, and then if your opponent can't go broken bonds on it. It's also, this card is also good on something like a Moldrotha, but other than that, you usually don't bring it in. Like maybe I'll sideboard, maybe I'll bring it in from the sideboard, and if I see that my opponent is aggressively um, trying to kill my Helm of the Host, yeah, now I'm just super thrilled to take Journey Mage. And if we get in a bond, like if imagine we get in a bond in a Journey Mage, that would be pretty sweet. Divination is very good, something we can bring back with Chronicler. So yeah, like already I'm really happy with this deck. We get another Sphinx. We have pardon my French. We have a ton of late plays already. All right, this is more of a 4-drop. You know, Sphinx is so good. Yeah, I'm still gonna take another Sphinx. How do I pass a Sphinx? What am I thinking? God, don't listen to me. You play 5 Sphinxes if you can. All right, Vicious Offering is not happening. I think Run Amok is also not happening. So we're not an aggressive deck. I'd rather just have a random Keldon Warcaller instead. We also, unfortunately, did not get Voltaic Servant. So Traxxas may have to go. Well, we'll do a count, like, okay. Varix, Ponder, Ballard. Syncopate is something we can play. Stupid, as dumb as this card is, it's still a target for Chronicler, which I wish I can get another one. I don't think I will, though. We didn't see any. And if we did, we would have taken them already. Deep Freeze. It's definitely not the removal we want. But I'd rather play Deep Freeze over Warcaller. And maybe another Scholar, sure. We're not an aggressive Wizards deck, but we're still a Wizards Matters deck. So I think that card goes in the deck. And it's unblockable with Tetsuko. It's a throwback to Akira, by the way. Not quite. It was Tetsuo, not Tetsuko. But I'm willing to bet that it's from some anime. We're more of a befuddle deck. All right, it's 25 cards. Definitely need to make cuts. Question is, do we have reason to play Traxxas in this deck? So let's see. Candle, Tetsuko, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Seems way too low. You want, okay, well, let's say we force this in somehow. Double check this again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nah, Traxxas is out. This card's great, but I mean, if you don't have a Voltaic Servant, it's not really too good. So, what does Jaya do for us other than just being a random planeswalker? I mean, the discard up to 3. By the way, this is a really good ability. The difference between discard up to 3 cards versus discard 3 cards is huge, and it's a +1. So if this was like a 5 mana enchantment that said loot up to 3 cards of your choice each turn. I mean, if it was 1 by 1, it would be sick, right? It's not. It's you gotta pick how many times you gotta pick it once. It's still pretty good. I mean, that effect is good for limited. This add 3 randomly. I mean, this boosts fight with fire. Not that good. Again, we're not an aggressive deck, but this is a way to get fight with fire online in. I mean, these two in the same deck is always amazing. I mean, if you can just do 20, I mean, you could just do 20 damage with these cards and enough mana. All right, so I actually think the least synergistic card in the deck was a Partick Wanderer, so that's who I took out. He was only there because of Traxxas initially. I mean, our goal is very simple. It's like any creature and go Helm, and that's it. And try to stay alive with removal, bounce, deep freeze. Our deck is essentially built around this like one card. That's strong enough of a card to do that with. So we need more blue. Yeah. Triple red. No, we still need more blue. All right. Yeah. Cloud Readers. I want to make sure I can play my Cloud Readers on turn 5. So what's this deck missing? A Skittering Surveyor. Every deck is missing a Skittering Surveyor. That's like the unwritten rule of Dominaria Limited. Yep. Huh. Helm on Journey Mage? Is that what we're doing? So I get a creature, you lose a creature every turn? And that almost sounds like in Bolus's Clutches, like every turn. Just not as good because you only get a 3/2. Yeah, Helm on Academy Journey Mage or Fire Fist is kind of, it's worth recording. Let's put it that way, or it's worth a print screen. All right. All right, that's the guy we were looking for. It's okay, we can bounce him with Journey Mage, I'm not worried. So let's go Scholar. I mean, if we get one more mana, we could realistically go Helm on Journey Mage. Okay. All right, so I don't want to play Helm now because, of course, I want to equip it on Journey Mage, but also because I don't have my 5th mana yet. Like, of course, I want to bounce something better with my Journey Mage than a stupid Voltaic Servant. But it still slows down our opponent by 2 mana, which, that's not nothing. And I get to keep his servant off for at least a turn. You know what's funny? Like, I'm actually going to run out Icy Manipulator first. Again, because not only because we don't know whether we'll draw our 5th land or not next turn, and there's certainly no point in keeping a Helm of the Host around if you can't use it. but also because if my opponent has enchantment hate, I'd rather he kill my icy manipulator. How crazy does that sound? All right, no problem. All right, so now we just chill. Now we go. I mean, we can even attack if we want. Yeah, why not? So let's tab this guy and get in 4/3. And we're 1 mana away from removal with Candle. So yeah, it should be fun. I really hope opponent doesn't concede. Like, oh come on, come on. I wanted to actually do it. Like, what's the point? Like, when I was playing Ixalan, and whenever my opponent got down as a comma, like, I didn't concede because, if who doesn't? I mean, you feel like a kid. You just want to, tap your 9 lands and deal 3, gain 2, and destroy an enchantment, right? So, come on, let me do my hell of the host thing. It's worth a print screen. So, do we change anything? Yeah, with all this random crap that we took, we have literally no sideboard cards, right? Seismic Shift, a Befuddle, and the Curator's Ward is like, that's our sideboard. But anyway, let's just play it back like this. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, with a card like Syncopate, you always want to be on the draw because you're in a position where you have less mana than your opponent, so you're more likely to get an advantageous trade. Like, if our opponent casts a 3-drop, we can just Syncopate it right now for 1 mana. And nothing. All right. Well, I guess. So if we go Divination, we're going to have to discard a card. I don't want to do that, right? So we go to, let me do the math. So we go to 6 plus 2 is 8. Yeah, so it's kind of not as good. So it's between Tetsuko and keeping up a Syncopate. Honestly, I'd rather just keep up the Syncopate because I have a feeling. Yeah, I'd rather play like just Divination next turn. Anything? Nothing? Nothing. Well, all right, that was kind of a waste. So I'm not going to do that again. Now it's just going to be Scholar. You know what? No, let's just go. We can still keep it up. Let's go Tetsuko. And let's keep up Syncopate. He's playing around it. Really? All right. I mean, I don't know. It's unlikely that my opponent drew this colorless card right now. I think he's just playing around Syncopate, which is fine. So go ahead and try to block my guy or tap him. Yep. All right, let's bottom that and keep that on top. We'll draw it anyway next turn with Weight of Memory. Mm-hmm. All right, that's strong. So I'm going to attack because my opponent can just tap something down with Icy Manipulator and get in with Arvad. And most likely he's going to tap Cloud Reader with Icy Manipulator. I guess I could double block Arvad with Talarian's Color, but I'd rather just go Candle next turn. So maybe I go like Candle and Weight of Memory. Maybe that's the better play. All right, so it's most mana efficient. Tap something. All right, let's get in there. And let's go deck my opponent. Oh, a Varix, you say? With 7 mana? We'll find a way of dealing with Arvad later. I'm still racing him 8 for 6 in the air with Varix. Okay. I don't really want to block because I can kill Arvad next turn, and the 4/4 becomes a 2/2. I'll bite. I'm not gonna double block because he probably has a combat trick. Like, I could double block this, but I don't want to lose one of my flying 4/4 flyers. Because if I can kill Arvad and I will, this thing just becomes a 2/2. So I don't want to risk it. All right, that's a great trade for me. To get a Cabal Evangel, sure. Okay. So I'm in a bit of an awkward position. It's going to be very difficult for me to race, but my opponent's at 2 cards. And most likely I'll be able to gum up the ground. But I will be taking 2 a turn from Tashar. It's all right. You know, I really should have candled first to make sure that Guardians of Koilos dies. That's kind of a mistake because then I wouldn't attack. Like if I knew I was getting hit for 8, yeah. Usually you use your removal effects after or later, but this time I wish I used it earlier. So now I have to just hope that my opponent doesn't have it. And for that exact reason, I'm just going to kill this guy now. Yeah, because that reduces the probability that my opponent draws something that can save him. And I will now just play Arcanist. So us trying to get cute with Syncopate. Basically, we lost the turn, kind of, and I don't think we're going to use it now. Only if we keep up like all our mana, because the later on, the longer the game goes, the more useless it becomes. It's only saving grace is that it actually exiles the card. Okay, that's good. That's not good. That is definitely not good. So he's going to get Arvad back. All right, we need to keep this mountain to make sure we can discard it next turn. All right. Yeah, opponent's deck is sweet. So I only said he has 2 cards. What I should have said was he only has like Eldest Reborn and a Soul Salvage to bring back awesome cards. So now, I still think we race. Varix is nothing to sneeze at. So now I think Divination. Nice. So he's probably gonna zombify. No, you know what? We should play Barrage now because we're just gonna get it back with the Lava Runner anyway. And we want to do that before this thing says. All right, let's make sure that this doesn't get exiled. So next turn, no, yeah. See, this is why I don't want to cast it now because then I won't be able to bring it back, and I do need to bring back removal. So what does that mean? Right? Oh no, what am I saying? I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. No, I'll be able to bring it back. So I use it now and just pass. Yeah, I don't know. I'm somehow overthinking things. Yeah, now I exile the mountain. Or discard, I should say. Yeah, he's playing Arvad. I may actually have to keep the team back for a little bit. Yeah, man, opponent's deck is very strong. All right, so yeah, now I play this with kicker. I get back Goblin Barrage. And now I just chill. Could also play Runner as a 2/2. Yeah, I think that's better. All right, no attacks this turn. We have the upper hand. We don't need to rush. So most likely he takes Sphinx. And then, yeah. He's going to get an awesome, Scry 2. That's never good. This card is really, really good. You should be a little conscious of the time. All right, no problem. So now I think the blocks are like this. I hate losing one of my flyers, but I'm at a significant advantage with what I have in my hand and the way that my deck is designed. He wants to kill Tetsuko, no problem. No problem. All right. Still not in trouble. Yeah, so now we go, we need to just kill Cloud Reader. Play Tolarian Scholar and pass. Now we're a bit on the defensive, but we're drawing a Helm of the Host. And we just need to be patient. Of course, Manipulator is going to get us every turn. Yeah, I have to just take it to the face here, unfortunately. Yargle, come on. All right, I gotta admit it's not looking pretty, but this is only game 2. We won game 1. We can figure something out. I have to double block Yargle, and I think I'm just dead. Yeah. All right, let's finish this. I don't think it's a winnable game now. All right, that turned around very fast. So sideboard. I didn't see anything I could reasonably change. Maybe a Wanderer to block Guardians. Too late. Yep, that's a keep. Jaya is a dead card, but I have a Divination. I think it's a risky keep on the play, but reasonable enough with 17 lands and a Divination. Sweet. Yeah, now of course I'm a lot more comfortable with the way this game is going to go. I mean, just on the fact that we hit really lucky draws, we drew 3 lands in a row, right? That's not something that happens all that often. No problem. Probably want to do that on the main phase. Oh, my opponent mistapped the land. He didn't need that much. So now Sphinx. And then Jaya with Fight with Fire. It's going to be pretty funny. So, and a Helm of the Host. All right, let's be super careful. Put that on the bottom, and let's put that on top. That's not a misclick you want to make. So this is not quite the nut draw, but it's pretty darn close. Don't need to block it. Because next turn I can just go Helm. I mean, he had Adamant Will. That's why he attacked only with Benelish on a guard. This would just kind of bounce. So let's go Helm of the Host and pass. Oh, so we get to scry 2 every turn also. Scry Mountain to the top, go Jaya into fight with fire, and then just scry to find our Gitsu runner to bring it back to do another 10. It sounds like a plan. All right, we need to tap Even Sentry. Attack with Honor Guard. Yep. Not going for it. So we need to dodge Blessed Light. All right. Mountain. uh, you know, because I want to go Jaya into fight with fire, I'm actually going to put the mountain on top first. I'm not attacking. And this time, if he wants to attack, I'll double block. Well, no, I'll just put the Cloud Reader Sphinx in front of him. Yeah, Yargle, no problem. No problem. All right, let's one more. Still, I'm not attacking. Fire Fist Adept. Oh, wait. So I will get to do that trick? No, I'm not going to get cute. I'd rather just have a Wizard. I'm just going to put a Wizard's Lightning on top. As much as I want to do it, it's not worth, like, getting silly and then re-equipping, wasting 5 mana. I guess I can attack with one of them, right? Yeah, whatever. So let's go Jaya. Just gonna go add 3 mana that'll do nothing. Well, I shouldn't say that, but I'm not wasting a fight with fire here. All right, so Helm of the Host stays, and then I have another Cloud Reader Sphinx, so it's not that bad. So, but shit, I should have used Icy Manipulator before. It's my bad. I didn't tap. I'm gonna take 9 from Yargle now. It's kind of sad. Wait, why is Jaya gone? Hold on a second. Yeah, Exile non-land permanents that aren't legendary. Jaya is legendary. Ah, he attacked Jaya with Uborg. That's okay. Now I get it. Yeah, makes sense. So I think we need to kill Yargle now. Okay. So I can't. He's indestructible, so there's no sense in casting Fight with Fire. Man, that was a punt. I definitely, for some reason, I thought the Icy Manipulator would stay, but it says permanence, not. I thought it said creatures, but it's all right. It's not the end of the world. So I guess I just need to kill it now. I don't want to take any chances. I need the Scry too. All right, so Varix goes. So this guy, he's a creature. Why not? He goes on top, and Varix goes on top. Okay. All right, so now I get value off Fire Fist, but let's just go Varix. I will block with this guy. No problem. Okay. Okay. I don't know why I didn't play a Lava Runner. That was a mistake. So I guess I will get to go Helm on Fire Fist. I mean, yeah, if you're the opponent, you have one card in hand, you're staring down at Helm of the Host, Varix, Fire Fist Adept. You're at 19 life, but there's no sense to continue. I don't blame him. All right, see you next game. All right, welcome to game 2. I guess I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed. All right, cycles Warlord's Fury. Warlord's Fury. All right, all right. Lucky me. Oh, I'm jealous. So I would like to find some sorcery to cast to make sure that we can get value from this guy. All right, she's strong. So I take 3. Next turn I can go. Well, no, next turn I'm just going Cloud Reader if I get a land. If I don't, I can go Sphinx and keep up a mana to hold back Atlas. Wow, I'm just drawing perfect today. Is that nice? Magic is so much more fun when you can just hit your land drops. I do want a third mountain, but not badly enough to keep one here. And a blink of an eye is going to draw me a card. So I'd rather just do that. And blink of an eye I can bring back with Chronicler actually. So in that case, any land. But the thing is, like, you're so likely to keep land. It's just bad value to, I think, keep them on top with Sphinx at this point. All right. So that's a reasonable target for Blink of an Eye. Tolarian Scholar's not doing anything for us. We're just drawing. We're drawing to Helm. That's what we're doing. Yeah, Blink into Chronicler is perfectly fine for me. It's just straight card advantage. Actually, I'm attacking with both. Yeah. I could run into a counterspell or a syncopate, but if I do, so be it. It would be a 2-for-1 because I'm not. I mean, I'm counting on Blink of an Eye to not take damage. So if I run into a syncopate here or a counterspell, it would be the equivalent of a 2-for-1. So if I tap Atlas, it's going to be pretty clear that I have Blink of an Eye. I'm not sure what that does, but I just don't want to telegraph too obviously. There's also a chance my opponent might play. He didn't play it, but when you're attacking with a card like Atlas, you're kind of tempted to run out, run amok, because it gets +1/+1. And again, if my opponent also has a Gitchy Chronicler, he's also thinking, well, I could just bring it back. All right, so I only take one damage this turn. So yeah, I don't mind playing. I don't mind going fight with fire. So I'm actually going to go fight with fire on Rampaging Cyclops because if my opponent has another Atlas, he can just cast her, whereas now it's a dead card in his hand because it's legendary. So I'm going to keep attacking. If I run into a combat trick, so be it. I don't see which one though yet. All right, good. So now we just pass, log down Atlas. I mean, of course, the other reason is that Rampaging Cyclops is the more threatening card. Okay, to be fair, that's arguable. That's very arguable because with a card like Atlas, you can really go off. But Icy Manipulator locks it down, and when you have something that locks down a creature, it matters a bit less uh, if the power difference between them isn't that big. I've had plenty of decks with two copies of a legendary creature. I mean, usually if they're willing, no, if they're going late, nobody else wants them. So you often see them in like pack 1 and pack 3. All right. So now I might run into Blink of an Eye. If that's the case, I don't mind getting a free scry too, if that's what my opponent has. All right. So now I'm just going to run 2 of these out instead of kicking Chronicler, because with a Icy Manipulator, my opponent is going to be in a very awkward position to block with Atlas. Because both these guys blank the biggest creature on the board. If my opponent's at 7 life and I have my Icy Manipulator, I can tap down whatever he plays, unless he plays like Yawgmoth's Will or something like that. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? All right, so next, yeah, I mean, he's still in a ton of trouble. Don't get me wrong. He's still gonna have to. Well, I guess he can double block one of them. That's so funny. Because I called it. I guess if you play long enough, you kind of get a sense for these things. Yeah, because like, why else is he splashing black if he's playing most likely blue red with a card like Atlas? Double block. Yep. Fungal infection. Nope. All right, so looks like opponent conceded. Yeah, Icy Manipulator will do that. Yeah, Icy Manipulator plus Fight with Fire. We'll definitely get that done. All right, so let's sideboard. And nothing. Yeah, why do I keep forgetting that I have nothing in my sideboard? Seismic Shift is really only for aggro decks. Or if we're going up against a splash that we have absolutely no other way of dealing with. So Divination would be good. It's actually not bad because then I can go Fight with Fire on turn 8 as opposed to turn 9, which is more realistic. Weight of Memory would be a really good draw. All right, we're just going to kill it now. He still gets the value regardless of whether Raider lived or died. All right, discard some Unwind. Really? Seems like a strange card. Seems a bit out of place. I guess opponent's on my. I guess he's bringing it in to stop my Icy Manipulator. It's just like such an overpriced counterspell for what it does. Untap up to 3 lands is so relevant in limited. All right, cycles a card. All right. Divination. Well, let's go. Divination. All right. Well, now I'm tempted to just go Deep Freeze because with Jaya I can go Fight with Fire. Is that even right? No, I'm not gonna. I want to keep getting damage in here. Jaya's gonna let me stay ahead by letting me loot. So, and I want to get to 9 mana. Sorry, I'm gonna get to Pseudo. I have a Get to Chronicler in my deck, so sooner or later I'll be able to get it back. And I have so much good stuff in my deck. Like I'd just rather drop Jaya and trade islands for Varric's lottery tickets. Or Helm or Icy. I have so much good stuff in my deck that trying to sandbag fight with fire, you're not only not getting an extra 3 damage through. All right, well, no problem. So Island and Deep Freeze goes. It sucks losing it. I hate losing Deep Freeze, but Jai's limited ability is legitimately good, like right now. Oh God. Oh, I did not do that. That was just bad. All right. You guys didn't see that. Let's just continue. I hope I draw like Varix next turn and I redeem myself. The problem is I'm so not used to planeswalkers having 2+1 abilities. I don't remember the last time I saw that. So usually it's like you see +1, you just automatically click it, but here you gotta pay attention. All right, so he's probably gonna redirect damage to Jaya, taking her down to 4. Oh no, he just did it to me. Is it? Maybe you can't redirect? Strange. I don't know. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, I had to be careful to use Arcanist to make sure I have 7 mana for everything I want to do. All right, so opponent can get back an Atlas next turn. Okay. I don't think that's a good use of Eviscerate. Just to deal 1 to Ja. All right. Well, yeah, I gotta admit, our deck is pretty cool. Just so much working together. Yeah, might get. He's gonna take the Cyclops, or what did he take? Oh, Kelvin Raider for the loot. Well, I guess that's true. Yeah, loot is good. In his case, it's one way to try to catch up. So Syncopate, I will discard. I don't think it's a relevant card anymore. And an island, I will sandbag. And just pass here. What? All right, I think that was way premature, to be honest. But I guess our opponent was just really frustrated. But I don't know, beats me. All right, so we're making it to the finals, and I'll see you guys in a minute. All right, we got them all this. Oh, so this would be our opponent's first trophy. Okay. All right, that's strong. All right, so we can actually play Candle and still safely keep up Syncopate for 2. Hmm. You know, I wouldn't have been able to. Yeah, like if I played Syncopate, he could still pay the 2 mana or 3 mana. So there's nothing I could do. Wow, that's so sick. 4/4 Vigilance Lifelink. So I need to get to Candle ASAP or I'm so super dead. 4 hits. And it's going to make it much harder to win the game. That lifelink, I mean, even if I stabilize, all right, land. Oh, but he plays 1 land next turn, and that's it. I can't do it. Only thing that'll do is it'll hold them back from attacking because they can block with Tolarian Scholar and then do it. But now with Wizard's Lightning, sooner or later, I will be able to kill him, I think. So now I can. Now I can't chump. Oh, this is so frustrating. Please no land. Just miss 1 land drop. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah, he was tapping land, but then he forgot that it costs 0. Was that with Danita's ability? Yeah, it sucks. Problem is, if I have 7 mana, I can go Wizard's Lightning. Uh, okay, now I think I'll be able to do it. Yeah, I just got so freaking lucky. So now I can jump with Scholar, and then next turn I can go Candle and kill Danitha, even if she's a 9/9. Oh no. So 5, yeah, no, 5 and 3 is 8. So I'm praying opponent misses land drop next turn. But I have no choice. I have to run out Fire Fist at it because I have to jump with the Tolarian Scholar, and I need to have a Wizard on the table next turn. So miss a land drop, please. So 42 life. Okay, okay. Did we do it? Okay, now I'd rather just bounce her and then counterspell. Or Wizard's Lightning, whichever. And it can attack. I will syncopate your syncopate. Actually, I don't even need to do that for that much. I do it for 1, and I keep up with it. Wizard's Lightning. I mean, it's still going to be super difficult to win because sooner or later he will be able to start equipping Blackblade on pretty much anything. Oh, I shouldn't yield to that. Turn off auto yields because I can get. I could go Blood Telecandle on something that he tries to equip. So let's stack. So I mean, if he has Wrath Capuchin, he can play him and equip him. Or Quende. That would be bad. Okay. So I need to take that out right now. Alright, I need to find Helm or Icy Manipulator, and I don't think this guy is gonna help me get there right now. Yeah, our opponent is going to be able to equip Juggernaut next turn. So do I want to chump with Tetsuko? I think I do. So let's just pass here. So a highly likely opponent just equips Black Blade on Juggernaut. All right, so we can chump. It's not like this thing has trample or anything. And with Jaya, you can think of it as us drawing 2 cards a turn, kind of like that. We're getting to see 2 cards a turn until we can get to an answer. Is he attacking? Yeah, he's attacking me. All right, so that makes sense. So let's go block. All right, so he freeze. So discard mountain. Okay. I guess if he has yeah, if he has Blessed Light and he casts it on his upkeep on Deep Freeze, then I just lose. Because Blessed Light can remove an enchantment. So by removing Deep Freeze at any time, Juggernaut can actually attack. How ironic is that? So a thing that cannot be blocked by walls became a wall? Nothing, huh? Ooh, Varix. Resolves? Counterspell? Hey. So if my opponent's got a syncopate, this is now officially slow rolling for those of you from the poker world. Maybe he's just cursing under his breath. So see, I guess it was good to exit to get rid of Scholar. So unfortunately, I can't attack with these guys because this thing is a 9/13 blocker. But I can use Jaya again. Maybe opponent's got like Inbolos' glitches in hand actually. Ah, okay. So I was correct not to attack. I'd be dead. I think, right? Yeah, it's pretty strong. So I'm still like drawing to IC Manipulator.
All right. So I guess my opponent wants to go short sword on Sentinel, black blade on Juggernaut, and attack with both. That makes sense. It's a good way to get my blockers off the board quickly. He did not equip black blade. What? What? I'm assuming he has like combat trick. Nothing. Time of ice. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, now I'm only drawing to Helm. If I draw Helm, I could play it and equip it in one turn. How ironic is that? Actually, this is not bad because this says permanent. Black Blade is a permanent. I can double block and kill Cold Water Snapper. And can also play AC Manipulator, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. This is going to be sweet. This is going to be sweet. We have to make sure to not misclick and click on Black Blade. The turtle has hexproof, but the Black Blade does not. Like in this situation, our target is not the hexproof creature, rather an equipment attached to it. Of course, if my opponent has a syncopate, I'm going to really regret casting Icy Manipulator. And actually, one of our creatures even survives. So you want to let Varix live? No. Oh no. That's all right. So now Helm is a dead card. So what do I do? What do I do? Chronicler, bring back Blink of an Eye again. No, that's not going to work. What do I bring back? I don't understand what I. All right, let me just discard the island first. See what we draw. All right, now Goblin Garage can actually kill this. No, it can't. What am I saying? You can sack an artifact to do damage. All right, so now let's kick this and get back. Like what? What do we get back? Because blink of an eye draws me a card. I don't know. Whatever. I think the only way we win is if we somehow can, like, we actually have a reason to take 5 damage this turn. We can go to 1, and then if we can draw, and let's say we discard both of these, drawing to Helm. Yeah, if we put Helm on a Chronicler, then maybe we just keep cloning 1/1 chumpers, and then we can stabilize. Yeah, I'm not gonna block now. I need a creature on the board to equip Helm onto, and I have enough mana to do it. Right? So 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, if I discard, so we need to, I guess, draw. All right, whatever. I'm still taking 5. You can go to 1. Oh, he hit Jaya. Oh, I definitely don't care about that. Measure self-replicator. Okay. Well, no, let's not do anything yet. All right. Well, um, so Helm must be the only card left in our deck. Really? Yeah, it must be one of the top 2 cards. We bought him 2 lands. All right, top 3 cards, I guess. Yeah, now we're just gonna lose because we're gonna mill ourselves. I'm not behind on time, so I'm gonna play it out. But I mean, even if we get Helm with 6 cards left, we can't win. All right, so they're both attacking me, and I guess I can just jump like this. Go to 1, draw a helm. Yep. This is so funny. I don't know why I needed to show him that. I just wanted to do it. You get a Mistress Self-Replicator and then I have a helm. Honestly, there's no reason in doing that because, look, our opponent's probably already going to side in all the enchantment hate that he has with us having an Icy Manipulator. That was just kind of funny. It was one of the last cards in our deck. Well, let's go to the next one. I think it's gonna be game 3, right? Turn 16, yeah, sounds about right. Was that game 1? I can't tell. And, yeah, you went down with a Black Blade. Yeah, that was game 1. So I have no sideboard. All right, that's great opening hand. 3 lands, helm, draw, and something to slow him down. Syncopate, I'm very tempted to save for Danitha. Or even a Black Blade. All right, looks like my opponent's mana screwed. Sorry to see that. Really am. But hey, I've been there plenty of times and I feel his pain. I think weight of memory is better here. Next turn, we can equip Helm and keep up Syncopate. Well, that's unfortunate, but it was going to happen sooner or later, and we still got plenty of gas. So, and our opponent's really behind. Not too worried about that. Yeah, it sucks seeing our helm get just smashed, but we're drawing with arcs. All right. And let's just pass. All right, so it's going to get Goblin Barraged. And I can bring back Goblin Barrage with Chronicler. And then I can even play it kicked with Candle. You know, there was even an argument to just kick it with Candle right away, but I'd rather just have removal up to kill whatever he plays. I can always kick it with Goblin Barrage after I bring it back. That way we wouldn't even have to attack on turn 11, on turn 12. All right, so opponent plays Journey Mage. That's not a problem because it still lets us attack. So let's get in there. He's probably going to block the Lava Runner, I would imagine. Yeah. Let's kick Chronicler. And bring back Barrage. Now I really have to be conscious of the time. I think we're going to game 3 next game. I'm pretty sure we are. We're dead even on the clock, but now I need to play fast, so I'm just going to stop talking. Otherwise, I can easily lose. Sorry, guys. All right, so again, we don't have sideboard, and I really want to get my first 3-0 for the channel, so I will shut up now because I definitely don't want to get timed out. So sorry about the lack of commentary that's going to come. I think anybody who's watching this, I think they've had enough of me anyway. So. All right, well, that's bad. It's not too bad. Actually, he shouldn't have done it on his main phase, because now I may choose to just chum Juggernaut, whereas before I would have taken 5. So there's no reason to give me that information right away. I think there's no reason to do that. I mean, our other win con is we just get to kick the Erics, and we're 2 lands away from that. And now I can block Juggernaut. Double block. And he can only kill one of them unless he has something. All right, opponent's giving us our GGs. All right. So nice. So there you have it, guys. 3-0 for channel 3-1 3-0 drafts. See you guys next time.